Welcome to the next video in our MakerBot Replicator 3D printer series. In this exporting a file from Sketchup video, we will explain how to export a file from Sketchup to allow you to print it in 3D, and also give you a few tips on creating a 3D printer-friendly model in Sketchup. So as you can see, I'm in Sketchup and I have a model that has already been built. One of the most important things when building a model in Sketchup that you are going to 3D print is to ensure that the model is watertight. By this, I mean that you must not have any missing lines or planes, and that the model must have all of its external surfaces, or it will confuse the MakerWare software and the model will have errors in it. One of the best ways to check that your model is watertight is to scroll to the bottom of it and delete space to have a look inside the model. So if you scroll around, you can see that the model is watertight and you can't see out of the model anywhere. Also have a look for any unnecessary lines or planes, as this will only confuse the MakerWare software and is more likely to lead to errors. So as you can see here, this plane is not an external surface, and therefore we don't need it, so we will delete this line. So all of that looks quite nice and clean. So don't forget to reseal the base of your model, as without a base it will also really confuse the MakerWare software. And now we'll delete that unnecessary line. When you are happy with the model, you now need to scale it down, as this has been built in its real size. I'll just measure it to show you. So it's 12 meters. Obviously will not fit on our MakerBot printer. We now need to scale it down. So select your entire model, go up and use your scale tool, select one of your diagonal corners on your selected items, and then start moving it down. Then we'll now type in 0.002 because I would like to scale this to 1:500, and then press enter. If you're going to scale it to a different scale, you need to work out what you have to multiply it by. And if we zoom in, we now have our little church. And use the measure tool, which is always a good idea, to check that it will actually fit on the MakerBot 3D printer. So our maximum height is about 80 millimeters, which will fit on our MakerBot quite easily. Now we are ready to export our file from Sketchup. So to do this, go File, and then go down to Export, then go and click 3D Model. Now you need to save your file somewhere, so select the folder you want to save it in, and then you also have to save it as an OBJ file. So click OBJ, name your file, and we will click Export. Sketchup will then pop up with this box telling you about the export. It'll do it every time, don't worry about it, just click OK. And now you might want to save your file, and we are finished with Sketchup. This concludes our exporting a file from Sketchup video. To learn more about the next step in 3D printing, please watch our Introduction to MakerWare video.